morning guys, hello and welcome to another vlog of the India travel series. Today, as I mentioned in the last vlog, the idea is to get behind the scenes and learn about the life of locals. So the first thing that we're going to do for this mini project is we're going to interact with well, to some extent the fisherman community and learn more about how the fishing occurs in the city of Mumbai, because this is a coastal kind of city. So we're going to learn more about this. So I came to meet someone, he's the same person who's been showing us around, and then we'll learn more about this thing. So, and then there is another kind of aspect planned to this towards the later part of the day. So let's see how things pan out and how much we are able to learn about these behind the scenes and the very local cultures of the city. So let's get started. So as you can see, I'm exploring the fish market. There are a lot of boats and fishermen also selling fresh caught fish here in the market. It's gonna get very noisy, and a quick disclaimer: if you're a vegetarian or vegan, skip to the later part of this vlog because this first half is not for you. Hello. आपका नाम भी बता दो. नामदेव. नामदेव भाऊ. गाव कुठचा? रावे. ये बात. क्या बोटी रे? क्या बोटी? अच्छा, ये आप ही का है?
ये बोट में काम करते हो.
अच्छा अच्छा.
पार्वती नाम है उसका. बोटी का नाम पार्वती. सर काय किलो झाले? हे 1400 ना. बरोबर.
So we're looking at the fishermen's boats. They have been out in the sea the whole night. They just arrived with their caught fish and they're selling at the market right here. This is a low tide, otherwise we could have probably checked out one of the boats as well and spoken to the fishermen also. But it's not safe to jump down there because it's a very low tide today. Apparently today wasn't a very great catch, so there is not enough footfall and crowd here. But in a normal day on a high season, it gets super crowded. You would not hear my voice at all, even if I'm using a mic here. This place is also packing up some of the fishes for exports and cleaning things up, so it's like super busy area. You can see that they are packing everything up. That's the export quality stuff. Among the various varieties of fishes that we saw, including the export kind, it was the first time seeing a stingray caught at a local fish market here in India. I've never seen one before. I've seen one mostly in zoos and aquariums overseas anyway, so that was an interesting experience. Now it's starting to rain quite a bit. As you can see, dark grey clouds. So it's time to grab a cab and run to the hotel for shelter, and then we'll continue again in the later part of the day when the weather improves slightly. So we just thought that the weather cleared up. We came out to start exploring Juhu, and then it started raining again. Look, there's a local barber shop here, roadside shop. The one that I went to, Oaxaca, was kind of similar. So just walking around, and then we start exploring the Juhu area soon. My father had some work, so we took a small pit stop, and then we'll see what we have. Juhu area is quite nice. So this looks like some sort of park. Maybe I can go inside the park if it's open. Seems to be closed from the inside, so let's see. It's a nice weather. It kind of rains a bit, clears up for a bit, and then rains again. So the next stop would be probably the Juhu Chowpatty. So let's see. Let's see what we can see today. One thing I've noticed ever since I got here is the crazy police presence and lots of CCTV cameras everywhere. This place seems very secure, and I was told that even for the females it's quite secure. The female cops are also very strict out here, so it seems like a very nice place, and the city never sleeps anyway. So if you want to be out and about in the streets, even at night, if for some reason you feel like doing it, it's very doable, at least in this part of the world, if you can bear the traffic or the kind of scheduled rainfall out here. The rain has calmed down a bit. It's now a slight drizzle. That's why we are headed to the Juhu beach. It's right there. It's a bit overexposed. I'll fix the exposure in just a second, but it's just a short walk from here. This is a different beach, but as you can see, it's the same old story. Nobody goes in to swim. The waves are choppy too today, but as I told you, that's not the reason why nobody swims in here. It's heavily polluted, so you can just enjoy it from a distance. There are also some high-end hotel chains, that's Novotel, along the Juhu beach area, that give you a specialized private access to this, but I normally don't see much of a point of that, because if you go to a beach but you can't swim, what's the point? You can't even pitch like sun tanning kind of towels and stuff here. That doesn't work here either. So you just come here, you walk at the beach, you leave. So we're also here for like a short stay. Then we'll head to the Chowpatty, the kind of shops, food eateries that we saw at the beach yesterday. Juhu beach also has something similar, so we'll go and snack over there. So after a nice long walk up along the beach, listening to the sound of the waves on the Juhu beach, we finally made it to the Juhu Chowpatty. Time for a beach snack. There's like a bunch of shops here, so let's see what we end up finding. We have some nice, mostly snacks, finger food here. Not a proper meal, but should be good either. So finally we are at the last stop of the day. This was the second part of the cultural theme that I was telling you about, the mini project. So in the beginning we saw the life of fishermen that catch the fish through the night, come to the shore and sell the fish in the fish market. Now we are headed to see the life of laundrymen here. Way back when we did not have washing machines and dryers, tumble dryers and stuff. We used to manually wash everything here. So this place is called the Dhobi Ghat area, right next to the train station. So maybe let's see, we might get to see some laundrymen in action doing the laundry, and maybe we'll get a better view of what their life is like. because it's monsoon rainy season. It's all gone quiet right now. Usually if it's a dry season, they would be in full swing. Swinging the clothes, washing them, drying them. All these ropes that you see all around, they're used for hanging the clothes. There are over 500 laundry folks here, and they have never lost a piece of cloth. They always have everything tracked somehow. It's kind of like the old school version of your air tags. So every cloth is tagged, and then they never lose anything, as far as I've heard. And I think they also made a Guinness record of how many people are washing clothes here back in 2011 or something. It would have been nice to see them in action, but I guess it's crazy monsoons that have put a halt on everything. So we'll head back to our hotel, and I close this vlog now, but it was a different kind of theme today. Rather than doing the touristy things, I decided to go behind the scenes with a cultural life of the locals here and this non-touristy side that not very many people talk about. I mean, now on the way, I'll enjoy the heavy rains, and because it's gonna rain like crazy, I can't vlog anymore. So until the next episode, this is the Rustic Wanderer signing off. See you again in another episode of the India Travel Series. Take care.